Josia Thugwane was a guy with nothing except the ability to run. Here's this black guy from apartheid South Africa with been discriminated against, got nothing, got no education. And here he comes breaking barriers all over the place.
An historic moment for South Africa today, the men's marathon.
A janitor from South Africa has become a legend and a symbol in 2 hours, 12 minutes, and 36 seconds. It took only generations of suffering to give him his chance.
Thugwane, who had no chance of competing before the fall of apartheid, became the first black South African to win an Olympic gold medal.
The time I go to starting line, I remember just one thing. South Africa, he promised us, if you win the race, you go to 150,000 if you win the race. So I said, if I get this 150,000, I'm going to build houses for my family. I don't even understand this Olympic is the big thing in the world. Just I want to change my life. I want to change my family life.
When I crossed the finish line, sure, I was very, very happy, very happy. If they ask me, are you going to work? I said, no, I cannot work today. I want just to celebrate. And every people was happy, black, white, and everyone.
Josia's victory was one of those moments where everybody could feel the same emotions. And it was crucial. I think those are the moments the fiber of South Africa, of the new South Africa, was built upon. That people could have commonalities, where the old South Africa was all about differences. I'm feeling cold as I'm speaking here. It's a goosebump moment.
After the Olympics, the people are always talking with Josia. Everywhere, they're just talking with, open the radio, you're just talking with Josia, but now they don't talk about him anymore.
Do you feel South Africa has forgotten Josia Thugwane?
No doubt. There's no doubt about that. Josia, if you went out there and asked 100,000 people, who's Josia Thugwane, just in the streets, probably 2% would know who he is, maybe 10% at best. It's just one of those, he was never particularly iconic as a person. What he did was very memorable. But he's a quiet guy, he could speak English, he was illiterate. And there were a number of people around him that tried to make him this iconic figure and kind of tutor him and help him and push him. But it was never him. He was this quiet, little, small, kind of introverted bloke.
He decided to move out of Johannesburg and rather chose the tranquil environment of a farm environment where he grew up and what he knows. So it's also a balance between what we would want him to be and what he would want to be and what would make him happy. I think in the end, happiness and joy is what will be more important for him.
If it's not this Olympic, maybe I'm not even here. Maybe I never even get chance to get this house. If I remember long time, it's not black people who honor the farm. Every farm I honor the white people. But to get this medal, you open the door. You change me.
Many people in South Africa had tough upbringings, tough times. The difference is Josia made it to the end in the Olympic Games. And I think that was one of the moments when Josia won the Olympics, that people would say, but people are united, people are the same. Whether it's a white or a black person, it's a South African that won Olympic gold. And everybody celebrated. That's the miracle of South Africa. That's what we should cherish and build on. That's why I say, if you think of those celebrations, those emotions Josia brought into the country, those were the building stones of South Africa.